So I'm a filmmaker? Sometimes. Sometimes I'm a writer. Sometimes I do a TV show. Well, for a documentary, it really happens in the editing room. You shoot 200-300 hours worth of footage, and only 2 hours of it's going to be seen. So it's a very difficult job in the edit room to kind of piece something like this together. But I like all aspects of it. I love making films, and I'm very, humbled and proud to be a filmmaker. Well, that's true. I mean, you mean not an easy decision? You mean if you want to make money?
Yeah.
Right. But it's an easy decision if you want to do something that's worthwhile, right? I mean, isn't that why we all do this? Yes, that's true. But I live in a country with 280 million people. So if 270 million hate documentaries or would never go to one, that's still, if 10 million will go see this film, that would make it a $100 million movie. So you see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to please a mass audience of Americans. We're so large. I'd be screwed if we were the size of Belgium. Then you'd never see anything of my work. I'm anti-American? Oh, I would say I'm very pro-American. There's nothing more positive to do for your country than to dissent when you feel that there is a need to dissent, to speak out against the things that you see that are wrong, and to give people an opportunity to laugh at their own foibles. Well, I hold the all-time record for a documentary film in the United States for box office. It was a film called Roger and Me that came out in 1990. And I've just broken that record with this film. So for about 12 years, I've been doing this. So Americans, know me from that and from 2 Emmy Award-winning TV shows. This book is the largest selling nonfiction book in America this year. So what you're looking at is somebody who actually has quite a wide audience in the United States, and because in part they share my discontent over what's happening. Well, they trust me because I'm not going to do something on camera to make them look like or be a jerk. I'm not there to make fun of them. I will turn the camera and the microphone on and let them speak. Now, if they choose to say something, like Charlton Heston says in the film, he says that the problem with America is our mixed ethnicity. I didn't give him that line. And if people laugh or they are shocked when he says that, it's because he did it, not because I did it. No, I don't do this like German television or British television. Everything you see is exactly as it happened. There's no take two, there's no recreation, there's no, fakery, like I've seen European documentaries do this. Every fact in the film is true, but the film has my point of view. The opinions in the film are only mine, and you can take them or leave them. And I may be right, or I may be wrong, or I may be half right, or half wrong. Exactly, right. But they're my answers. It's a highly subjective film from my point of view. But everything you see happens. Now, granted, have you seen the film? But I worry about that. I mean, I'm in the edit room, in the first scene in the bank where I go in to open the account. Okay, I said to the editor, I said, people are going to think that those guns on the wall there in the bank, that we put them up there for set decoration. Like we convinced them to put them up there because it'll look good on the film. No, we don't do that. Those guns are really on the wall in the bank. The story of the man who put the gun on the dog, the hunter, because he wanted to get a shot of the dog with a gun, and then the dog shoots the hunter, that happened. You can't write fiction that good. You don't ever want to see that happen to your kids, do you?
Well,
And when you send them off to school in the morning, you want to believe that they're safe, whether it's in America or in Germany. And when you watch that part of the film, I know I've sat there in the theater, and you hear people crying, and I know what they're thinking. That could be my kids, because it's so normal. The school is so normal. Normal kids, everyday kids. And you have seen some of those shots before, but the way the news does it, the way the news media does it, is it's cut like this very quickly. You've seen the famous shots of them running out with their hands above their heads. And I'm asking you now to sit here for 8 minutes and watch the killers fire their guns and watch those kids run for their lives. And it doesn't stop, and it is relentless. And it's because I want you to leave the theater